Hello, we're going to make a video today, and this video will demonstrate installing and using the product WinSCP to transfer a file between a remote Windows device and a Linux computer on the ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform. Okay, we start here and we have a Windows 11 installation. And again, to access machines that are at Lehigh and servers on the ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform, these servers are behind the firewall, and because of that we have to run Cisco AnyConnect to connect into those. And here you can see an example of Cisco AnyConnect running on this Windows 11 installation. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do to install WinSCP is we need to open our web browser, your favorite web browser, and I'm going to type in WinSCP download. So I'll basically Google for that. And so here at winscp.net, it's the official download site. We're going to go ahead and click on that link. Okay. And then we're going to skip the various ads and things. And here it says download WinSCP 6.1.2. We're going to click on that button. And we're going to hit close here because I don't want that advertisement thing. And here it's downloading WinSCP 6.1.2. And it says it completed. And so my downloads all go to my downloads directory. And so I could go use File Manager and go to my downloads directory and click on the installation file. I'm actually just going to click here to start the installation. And I'm going to click Install for all users. And I'm going to say yes. I do want it to be allowed to modify my computer. And it's under the GNU public license. So we'll click Accept. And I'm just going to do the typical installation. That's going to be fine for me. And I'm going to use the regular Commander type interface. Basically splits the screen. One half the screen will be your PC. One half the screen will be your server. Okay, and the location is fine. Yep, these are the various things that I selected. So I'm just going to hit install and let it go ahead and install. Okay, and this is open source software. If you're feeling generous, you may certainly make a donation if you wish. I'm going to skip that for now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to close the web browser because we don't need that anymore. And one of the things you'll see is that after installing, WinSCP puts a icon on the desktop, as you can see here. You can also get to WinSCP by, if you click on the little start flag, and you come up to all apps. And if I scroll down here to the W section, you'll see that WinSCP is also put into the start menu. If you click on this icon or this part of the start menu here, it will be the same as clicking on the icon on the desktop. We're going to go ahead and click on the icon on the desktop. And then in order to transfer a file from your Windows machine to a Linux machine, you have to put in the host name or IP address of the Linux machine. and set up a session. So I'm going to go to ECE-server 05.cc.lehigh.edu, and my username, I'm going to use a test user ID, and then I put in the password for that. Now for the username, you would put in your user ID for the ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform, which will undoubtedly be the same as your Lehigh ID. The password will be the password you have for the ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and click on Login. First time you go in, it wants to give you the public half of an encryption key. Communications will be encrypted. And I'm going to say yes, you can trust that. Okay, so on the right hand side you can see that it's set up to go to home ECE demo 1. That's my home directory. On the left hand side, this is your Windows machine. So and I'm currently in my Documents section. So I can click up here and adjust where I'm going to. I should be able to click here and go up a directory. Yep, there you go. So I clicked on the two little dots on that previous screen and it took me up a directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my server, and I'm going to double click on the Documents directory. Okay, and I don't currently have anything in my Documents directory on my ECE demo ID. Going back over here to my Windows PC, I'm going to click on the directory called Downloads. And I've got a few things in here. I've got some Red Hat documentation here. So I'm going to actually transfer that Red Hat documentation from my Downloads directory on my Windows machine. I'm going to transfer that over and bring it up into my server, and I'm going to put it into the Documents directory. And here this pop-up screen shows where I'm wanting to put the information. So I'll click OK, and it transferred it over. And here I get a little pop-up saying about transfer confirmation turned off. So I'm just going to close that. I don't really need the transfer confirmation. Now, what you could also do is, let me go into my Documents directory on my PC. And you'll see in my Documents directory on the PC here, I don't have any files. Over here on the server side, you see in the Documents directory, I have the file that I transferred up, the Red Hat documentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this Red Hat documentation from the server and stick it in the Documents directory. So I'll do a left click and I'll hold it down. I drag over, let go, and it transfers it right over. Okay, so that's all there is to transferring files back and forth between the server and the Windows machine using WinSCP.